Saudi Arabia, the land of hot sands. A desert is an area with very low rainfall which also experiences the extremes of hot and cold weather. The deserts are of two types, hot deserts and cold deserts. The Arabian Peninsula is one of the examples of hot desert. It is located in Southwest Asia. Saudi Arabia occupies most of the hot Arabian Peninsula. Location: Saudi Arabia is a large country situated in the Arabian Peninsula. It is surrounded by water on three sides. Saudi Arabia is surrounded by Jordan, Kuwait and Iraq in the north, the Persian Gulf, Qatar, Bahrain, and the United Arab Emirates in the east, Arabian Sea, Oman and Yemen in the south and the Red Sea in the west. The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of Saudi Arabia. Riyadh is the capital city. Land: Saudi Arabia is a high rocky plateau covered by a vast desert. The desert regions have small hills of sand called sand dunes. Strong winds and dust storms blow the dry sand and shift these sand dunes from one place to another. Rub al Khali in the south and Nafud in the north are contiguous bodies of sand. There are no lakes or permanent rivers in this land. At some places, underground water comes to the surface forming fertile areas called oases. In some places, wadis or streams are formed after it rains. They are temporary and flow only for a short period. Therefore, there is an acute shortage of fresh water in the country. Climate: The Tropic of Cancer passes through the middle of Saudi Arabia. The climate of Saudi Arabia is hot and dry and gets very little rainfall. The humidity is very low. Summer season starts from May to September and the winter season is from October to April. But the sandstorms appear in all the seasons, making the sky hazy. The desert region shows great difference between day and night temperature. Sand and rocks tend to heat faster under the hot rays of the sun. The day temperature can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius and the night temperature drops up to 10 degrees Celsius. Plant life: Very few plants can grow in the desert climate. The plant life in Saudi Arabia consists mainly of shrubs and small herbs which require very little water. To prevent water loss, cacti have thorns instead of leaves, so that there is less water loss through evaporation. Animal life: The camel is the most useful and common of all animals. It is also known as the sheep of the desert as it can live without food and water for many days. This animal has been domesticated by the people, especially the Bedouin tribes. The arid regions are home to different species including hyenas, panthers, sand rats, wolves, hares, flamingos, pigeons and bustards. Economy and industry: Saudi Arabia is a rich country. It has vast deposits of mineral oil. It is exported to almost every country of the world. About 90% of its export earnings come from the oil industry. Many large industries have been set up in Saudi Arabia with the money earned by exporting mineral oil. Some of these are petroleum refining, iron and steel, cement and fertilizers. Life of the people: Modernization has transformed the life of people. The earning from liquid gold or petroleum has improved the standard of living of people. All the towns of Saudi Arabia are equipped with modern facilities and are growing rapidly. Agriculture is the main occupation of the people living in villages. Besides that, people also work in oil fields, computer industry, construction business, iron and steel factories. Most villagers move from one place to another in search of green fields and oases. They are called nomads or Bedouins who raise camels, sheep, goats and horses. They live in tents and sell animals and their products to earn their livelihood. Arabic is their official language and is spoken almost by everyone. Dress: Women cover their head and body in traditional abaya, a black dress that only leaves their eyes exposed. Men wear their traditional loose-fitting white robes called thobe. Their heads are covered with white cloth, held in place by a ring known as ghotra. Cuisine. The national dish of Saudi Arabia is called kabsa, which consists of rice and meat. Some other popular dishes are shawarma and kebabs. Coffee, served hot in small cups, is their traditional drink. Important cities. Saudi Arabia has many cities which are both traditional and modern in their outlook. New cities have all the modern facilities such as superhighways, ports, tall buildings and other modern utility services. Riyadh, the capital of the country, has huge skyscrapers, markets, educational institutions and hospitals. The broad roads are lined with royal palaces and air-conditioned government buildings. Jeddah, it is a commercial and business capital and a busy seaport. Mecca, Saudi Arabia is an Islamic state. Millions of Muslims from all over the world came to visit Mecca and Medina, which are the places of religious importance and important pilgrim centers for the Muslims. The pilgrimage is called Hajj.